everyone, welcome to my channel where I will crochet it forward in this video by showing you how to make this really easy ribbed border. It's made up with single crochets and chains and slip stitches. It's super easy and it's super beginner friendly. And I will tell you it's super time consuming because you're working with single crochets. But even though, it is taking a while to complete the border, the end result is like super duper cute. So you definitely want to add this single crochet ribbed border to one of your projects. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I want to point out in making this single crochet ribbed border is that whatever you're going to make this on, crochet this on, whether it be cuffs, a collar, a hat, a garment, a blanket, you will need your setup row, which is a row of single crochets. So once you get that done, and while you're making that, it's also important that in your corners you make three single crochets in corners, which is pretty standard with Afghans, 2 or 3. And then I have marked the center because we're going to treat that one a little different. So what we'll do is go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to go ahead and slip to join, and you can make your ribbed border in any multiples. I'm sorry, not multiples, but in any number of chains, whether it's even or odd. You just have to add 1 for your turning chain, and it just all depends. It's crocheter's choice, really. How long do you want your border? If you want it really long, if you want it short. I've already started a border here. So I'm just going to make a really short one. I'm just going to make mine 4 stitches across with plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains. And we're going to work in the back loop only. So we're going to single crochet back to our Afghan here. 3, 4. Okay, and then you want to make 2 slip stitches, 1 in the next 2 stitches. 1, and you'll always make 2 until you get to your corners. Then you want to turn your work, skip the 2 slip stitches, and then single crochet in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4. In my case, in your case, it will be whatever number you chose. And instead of moving my garment all over the place, here's a little tip. You can just turn your crochet hook around. Oops. If you can get it to cooperate, and then work that way. So again, now we're going to go 4. Make 4 single crochets in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the sides are pretty standard in the top and the bottom or whatever. It's just when you hit a corner, it's going to be different. So we're going to single crochet or slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Now we're going to treat these different. The 3 right here are always going to be different if you're working in Afghan. So now I'm going to just turn my work, skip the 2 slip stitches, and make a single crochet in the next 4 because that's my number. 1. Oops, they separated here. 2, 3, 4, chain 1. Just going to reverse my hook so I don't have to move the whole thing, and then single crochet back to our main source, our main project. 2, 3, 4. Now we're at the center stitch. So no, we're not going to slip stitch twice. We're just going to slip stitch one. But we're going to go down and back 3 times. Okay? Which means we're going to go down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. But we're going to slip stitch 3. So we slip stitched. We're going to turn around, turn our work, skip the slip stitch. I'm going to make my 4 single crochets in the back loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and then single crochet back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now because we're still working that corner, we're going to slip stitch in that same stitch. We're done with 1 and 2. Now let's work on 3 and 4. Skip the slip stitch and then single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, turn our work again, or turn our hook, should I say, and then go back down 4, 1, 2, 3. That 4th one sometimes is a little hard to get. Okay, so now we've done 3 and 4. Now we're just going to go down twice more, down and back 1 more time. How about that? So skip the slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, flip around our crochet hook, and then make our final row, our 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we slip stitch back to that middle single crochet of the corner 3, and then now we slip stitch to the next stitch. We're not slip stitching 2 in the corners, we're just going down and back in that same stitch. We did it for the first one, we did 3 times for the middle one, and now we're going to go down and back 1 time for that 3rd single crochet of the 3 in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, turn our crochet hook around, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're back into the pattern. We don't have to go on that same one. We pick up the pattern again and slip stitch twice, and 1 in the next 2. Turn our work around, and then go ahead and slip single crochet in the back loop 4, chain 1, turn, go all the way to your next corner and work it just like this. I'm going to go ahead and work my project up. I will meet you back here and show you how we finish this up. Alright, so I just finished my single crochet ribbing, and I just wanted to point out if this helps people. I know that it can be confusing as to what stitch to go in, but this stitch right here we've already worked in because you see the yarn coming out of there, so you always want to work into the next 2 unworked stitches for your sides. So we're going to single crochet in this one, and then that one, the next one, And what that does is essentially we're making one row per single crochet, but because we can't go down one chain and then come back, we've actually made 2. So we have to single crochet in that next stitch, so it'll match the second row coming back, and then we start our next row. But because we're already done here, I just want to show you how to finish up. All right, guys, so I am so sorry, but I accidentally deleted the segment where I joined. So what I had to do is come up with this little sample here, swatch, and then try to show you how to do that. So what I did is I continued on with the 4 single crochet ribbing as I was doing in the video. So I just finished my last single crochet ribbing, so I'm going to slip stitch to the next one here, and then we're going to, let me do this again. So we're just going to join the 2 sides, and then we're going to match the stitches and just slip stitch. So in my case, it's going to be 4 times. 1, 2, and you can do the inner loops if you want. 3, 4. And this way it looks like a ribbing. Okay, so we'll move on to the final border. Okay, my super duper apologies. We do not make a single crochet row. Well, yeah, we do, along with some chains. So my apologies for that. What we're going to do is work into the middle. You see these stitches right here with the ridges? We're going to work inside of those stitches. We're going to skip this one single stitch, which is, you can see all the way around. We're not going to work with that. We're actually going to skip that. So after we have slip to join, we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2, go to your next ridge, go in the center of that, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and then, you know, we're just working in those ridges, top of the ridges, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. We're actually like protecting that one strand stitch right here. I think that's where it's our chain, turning chain. And even in the corners, we're going to do that. We're not going to double up or anything. We're just going to make a single crochet, chain 2 in each of these ridges at the top in the center. You see how that cleans that up really nice? So go ahead and do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back. All right, so I have 1 single crochet left to do for our last round of our ribbing border. And now I'm just going to slip. I don't want to slip stitch to the chain 2, but there we go. I found it. Chain 1, bind off here, and we're done. And I want to show you look how crisp and neat those corners look. This is a really, really easy, beginner friendly, super cute, works on pretty much any pattern, I would think. Yeah. So that's it. I did want to show you one more. Now, if you're looking for more of a ruffly look, I believe I did 3 chains. Yep, 3 chains, and then your single crochets in right here in that ridge, the top of the ridges. Now, if you're going to go, you know, you can easily go for that too. And it is just, you know, a little bit curly. which is super cute. Isn't it cute? So yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Please tag somebody that you think would really like this border. Again, this is super beginner friendly. Chains and single crochets. You can't get any more beginner friendly than that. So together, let's continue to crochet it forward. Bye now.